Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Liverpool stream, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Please do go subscribe to Tom Little and to Ram's channel as well. Jamie was supposed to be joining us, but unfortunately there's been an unfortunate situation with his daughter. So he's taking care of her. So please do wish him and his family well. You get me? So big up to all of you guys. Please do slap the like button. Please do subscribe. You know, this is going to be one hell of a stream, Habibis. And we are going to be talking about the first Liverpool loss of this Premier League season and a lot more to talk about. So joining us on the channel with this special introduction video, man like Tom Little. Hello, Tom. Hello, mate. Go on.
Hello.
Why are you talking? Why are you quiet?
You clearly wanting to say something.
No, I don't want to say something. I'm just saying hello, Tom.
Hello, mate. Again, why are we acting like that was about Vandenberg had a good game against City?
There you are. There you are. You have had so many L's, honestly. This community just knows you too well. It just knows you too well, honestly. But regardless, we love you. That's why I keep bringing you back. Ram will be joining us. Ram will be joining us in about 5 minutes. So, yeah, he's on his way from home. So that should be interesting. You know, we add a third voice to the debate. So, big up all of you guys. 245 people in here. We ain't even started yet. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Every single one of you guys right now, please like and subscribe. And subscribe to Tom Little's channel, sorry. And subscribe to Ram's channel as well, the Ram Stand. He'll be joining us in a bit. Tom, what happened on Saturday?
Shit day at the office. That's what it was. Not bigger than a shit day at the office. People are trying to make mountains out of molehills and say this means such and such can't do this and such. It was a shit day at the office. That's all it was. No one played well. Well, Gravenberch and Van Dijk were all right. No one else outside that played well. And
I disagree with that.
Who do you think played well outside of Van Dijk?
I think 4 players played well.
Go on.
McAllister.
Yeah, McAllister.
Van Dijk. Konate.
Konate was shit. Let's not do this.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He gave away too many fouls.
No, he wasn't. What do you mean he gave away too many fouls?
So, you know that thing in the first half where anytime they cleared the ball, Chris Wood would stand there and Konate would just run into the back of him like a fucking bull, knock him over and give away a foul. You know, that thing which takes away all the momentum. That annoying part of the game, which cost us. Well, let's not even acknowledge his poor passing. But that was not
we already know he's not a good passer anyway.
It's almost like we could have done with the centre-back who was a really good passer on the day, but hey-ho.
Wait, so you think if we started Kwanzaa, it would have made a difference?
Yes. Hence what... Hold on, Husam. You're not going to run this. You're
clutching at straws.
You're not going to run this.
You think a centre-back would have made a difference in this game?
I think it would have been best in possession, yeah.
Can I be honest with you? I think if we played Van Dijk at centre-back alone, just Van Dijk, it would have
we tried that. We tried that at the end. That's what I was saying again.
Centre-back is definitely not the reason why we didn't win the game, Tom, at all.
No, because it's not the reason why we didn't win the game, but it would have. I felt would have played better if we had a centre back who was more willing to play through the lines.
Yeah, but then in reverse, Wood would have bullied Kwanzaa. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Kobe. Boom.
I disagree. I think Kwanzaa's shown in the past he can deal with strong centre backs. Or strong strikers, sorry. So I wouldn't worry that he'd be bullied by Chris Wood.
You know, out of the Forest game, respectfully, I know you're trying to do your get back thing. It's clearly not working because people in my chat usually do back you a lot. They like you, you know this.
I
But
stand by it. That was a game for Quanta and his range of passing.
even if you are right, the last thing to talk about is the center back.
Oh no, 100%.
Because all the disasters happened in the other side of the pitch. So can we talk about the disaster first before talking about the window breaking?
The disaster happened.
You know what you're doing? You're saying the window broke and you're ignoring the storm. But let's talk about the
No,
storm, Habibi.
the problem was the right hand side. The right hand side was the
How do
problem.
you start to show 1-0 to
Because-
Nottingham Forest and the first
because
thing you
you-
talk about is Konate? You're
Because
so
because you brought up Kanate. Because you said he played well
I
when
thought it was
I
okay.
disagreed.
I thought those four, the two centre backs and the two DMs. In front of that
I'll
weren't
give
that
you.
bad.
I'll give you McAllister. It was McAllister, Gravenberch, and Van Dijk. They're the three that I thought were acceptable.
But my point is, even if you want to say Konate didn't have a good game, that's fine by me. Like whatever, we can disagree on that. But I'm saying that's literally the last position I'd fucking
Yes, but
mention.
we were on like whatever. You can do your semantics, whatever. The problem was the right hand side. Trent, Salah, and Szoboszlai were all shit in their own way. All equally shit in their own way. Trent was trying to do everything at a million miles an hour. Salah could not pass to anyone on
I
our
heard
team.
you call him Hollywood. I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
So in the last 20 odd minutes of the game, Trent Alexander-Arnold, once he moved into midfield, really, he was trying to play these 30, 40-yard first-time passes that go over the defence and land perfectly at someone's foot, or he's trying to do it on the turn. He's trying to play these beautiful passes that go into comps. And you know, like everyone goes, "Oh my god, look at that pass! Is that and the other?" When in reality, we just need them to calm down, slow the pace of the game down, keep it ticking over, keep the pressure up. Because playing Hollywood balls, because none of them fucking came off, just gave the ball back to Forest. That was my gripe with it. Salah was crap individually in terms of beating Moreno. Couldn't barely ever beat him. I think he beat him once, and then after that, his pass was shit, and that was a theme across the game. And then he started getting rattled and taking too many shots from shit angles and wasting good opportunities. And Szoboszlai was picking up the ball from deep, running past people, and then passing it to the opposition again. And
Who
undoing
do you think
all.
was the worst player on the pitch for us?
The worst player on the pitch, Salah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I gave both Salah and Szoboszlai a 0 out of
Trent,
10. In
no. Did you give Trent more than a 0?
Yes,
How?
I gave Trent a 4.
Trent, all
What?
three of them.
How did
All
you
three
get
of them get 0s. All three of them were the
I
worst.
disagree.
They were equally as bad and the worst on the pitch. Trent Alexander-Arnold had 65% pass completion.
For me, the worst player on the pitch was Szoboszlai. No agenda.
I say it's Salah.
Salah
because
gets 0 anyway, so it's not like I'm doing Salah props for this game, but I still think Szoboszlai was worse.
Again, I don't know why I'm saying he was worse and he was worse. The three of them were as bad as each other in their own way.
I thought
And they
Robertson
let us
was worse
down.
than Trent, personally.
Robertson
Please
wasn't
don't lean
bad in.
back. You know he had a shit game.
Robertson wasn't great, but I think that's more down to the system because Robertson, for some stupid fucking reason, was played as an inverted fullback. Why was he there? He's not an inverted fullback. He basically just got in the way of anything we try to do on the left-hand side. I understand Robertson has flaws. I'll defend him, but I understand he has flaws. You know what you do when a player has flaws? You don't expose them. You let Robertson run down the line. That's his strength. Up and down touchline. Not sitting in the right half space trying to dictate tempo because he's got no right foot to do that. It kills us. Diaz, him and Jota, they were equally as bad in their own ways. It's very hard to say who was best of the bad bunch in that attack.
I just realized you're a bigger agenda merchant than me.
How?
Because I don't even think Diaz was bad.
Well, he wasn't good.
And I heard you on the match reaction on your own channel yesterday. You were saying about, I understood the Diaz substitution. I'll be honest with you, Diaz didn't deserve to come off that pitch.
No, I understood the Diaz substitution.
And you know who we genuinely have to talk about? Because there's expectation levels here. You know who's genuinely not been that good this season? Jota.
Don't you dare say, I just fucking knew this fucking vile sentence was going to come out your mouth.
What?
Right. The reason why I said I was fine with the Diaz substitution was because I wanted Gakpo on the pitch for his crossing. And that's he's only gonna get in that position if he goes on the left. I wanted us to move to a 4-4-2
Mm-hmm.
and have Jota and Nunes as two strikers.
Mm-hmm.
But he took Jota off for Nunes and we just had the same attacking problems. Now, the reason why I disagree with you on Jota being shit this season,
for me.
I disagree on the Jota being shit this season part. We do not, unlike last season where the system was built towards getting the strike of the ball, this season it isn't. So Jota is very rarely getting the ball in positions where he's going to score. He's been tasked with more of a pressing.
I'm not even showing that energy towards Jota. I'm just saying he's underperformed this season, not shit.
No, but
Who's really been shit this season? The word shit is strong. Like, who's actually been shit in this
when you're saying underperformed, my point of view is he's performed well in the role. It's just the role is not what we were used to from him. He is now being... If this was Bobby Firmino doing this job, we'd all be waxing lyrical. Bobby Firmino would be doing it better. This isn't me saying that Jota's as good as Firmino.
That's the difference, obviously.
But if Bobby Firmino was doing that role, we'd all be waxing lyrical about it. The striker in this system is not the tip of the spear like it was last year, where everything ends up getting funneled towards them.
Mm-hmm.
He's a link-up guy now. He's trying to... He's bringing in Szoboszlai when he's not being shit. He's bringing in Szoboszlai, he's bringing in Diaz, he's bringing in Salah.
Jota hasn't been clinical enough this season. That's fair criticism.
In terms of what? Like, he scored against Ipswich.
Because, like, with Nunez, with Gakpo, with Diaz, you know they're going to be on and off. They're going to have moments. But with Jota, I mean, even you last season were referring to him as the best finisher in the team. So obviously there's a level of consistency expected from him. And even when I'm talking about Jota, I'm not even shouting or anything because I'm not like, oh my God, drop Jota. None of this stuff. I'm not one of these people who's saying, it's time to start Nunez. No, it's not. I'm saying he has underperformed, which is a valid criticism.
But you said finish.
You'd expect better from Jota, surely.
What chances has he had? The finish that I'll say he should have scored was Ipswich, the header. Because he buries that 99 times out of 100.
Okay, put it this way. If I told you at the start of the season, after 4 games, Diaz is going to have 3 goals and 1 assist, you'd have laughed at me. But if I told you Jota would have had 3 goals and 1 assist, you would have been like, yeah, I expect that. That's what I'm saying.
But that's just missing all the context where I established that Jota is now the link man, not the guy who the chances are falling to, unlike Diaz.
Well, you know why that's happening?
You know what we're seeing in an attacking output? The same dynamic that we saw for 4 years. Your striker doesn't get the numbers necessarily because the chances aren't falling to them. Do you know who are getting the numbers? The wide players. I'm expecting to see that dynamic continue throughout this season. What I think will happen is Jota, when he gets chances, will score them.
By the way, let's just unite together. Did you see what Ryan's been saying?
Ryan's been messaging me all the time. We're complacent. We're gonna struggle to finish top 4.
Yes. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here. First of all, I'm not even gonna expose who you are. You get me? I love you, bro. Big up to you. Thank you for the super chat. But one thing I'll tell you is, one thing that me and Tom will forever unite on is Ryan. This guy messaged me. You know what he messaged me? First message after the game ended. Back the manager. Be patient. You know what he messaged me 2 hours later? I think we might not get top 4. I'm like, bro, like, can I understand? Like, you know, there's contradictions and then there's Ryan level contradiction. Like, I'll give you an example. Imagine Tom Little comes here and says, man, Trent was crap. And then 2 minutes later, he says, man, Trent was amazing. That's the level of that's the level of contradictions or fucking talking about. You get me? Like, how can you say back the manager, back Slot, and your next message is we might not make top 4, man?
Do you want to know what? Do you want to know what's funny? He's been doing this whole thing about, oh my God, we're too complacent as a team. The players are too complacent. And then his example was, 2 years ago when we played United and won 7-0 and lost to Bournemouth. Apparently, that's why these players are complacent. The fuck does that? Half our players weren't even fucking there then. That was a shit season. It's not like this season. He blows you.
10% on Fabinho midfield and won 7-0.
He blows my mind, honestly. He confuses the life out of me. I can't. Okay, right. So I've had a look I've looked at the bit. So the one big chance he missed was Ipswich away. Give you that one. Should be scoring
Should
that.
score the header, yep.
One against Brentford, which I think was the one where we've played the nice move. Joss has had the shot and it's blocked on the line. It's hard to say you should have scored that one. It's going in. It's good defending. But if you want to be harsh and give him that one, the one on Saturday against Forest, it's classed as a big chance because he gets on the end of it.
The header.
I don't necessarily class that as a big chance. If you want to class it as one, sure. I wouldn't sit there and go, he's got to be burying that. Certainly not like I thought with the Ipswich one. The Ipswich one, I'll hold my hands up. He's got to be scoring that. Don't necessarily hold the one on Saturday in the same sort of standing of it. That's my thing. And even then, I still think Joss is the best. 3 games is not going to convince me instead of 4 years worth of evidence that I know he's a really good finisher. And
no, I'm not going to drop Jota. I'm with you.
Plus,
but at the same time,
what's my other option?
Yeah,
what's my other option?
My thing is, I'm acknowledging he's underperformed. Both things are true at the same time. Would you tell me right now, Husam, I dropped Diogo Jota? I'd be like, no, I would keep Diogo Jota. I'd start him. But if you tell me he's also underperformed, I would say that as well because I don't think he's played to the levels expected of him. Because once again, Tom, this is all about expectation.
I think people are looking at Jota in a narrow-minded way.
Salah's the world-class forward we have, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is on and off, except Jota. Jota's where me and you and everyone in this fan base would be like, you know what? Diogo Jota, he might not be as good as Mo, but he's definitely not as bad as the others. Is that fair? So there's an expectation level that comes with all this, meaning that we do expect you to score these chances. We do expect you to get involved more. We do expect you to pose more of a threat. These are all valid criticisms of Diogo Jota in the first 4 games because he hasn't done that at a 4-year level. I want to say this as well to this guy.
But
the reason why we can show different energy to Darwin, and rightfully so, is because he's done that for 2 years. While Jota has been clinical for 4 years and he's had a bad run of 4 games, they're not the same. So of course we're going to keep different energy.
My point with Jota is, in front of goal, I accept that people can believe he's underperformed. There's an argument to be made there, but in the same breath, I think in terms of his overall play, that's improved. He holds up the play really well. He gets involved in the link up nowadays a lot more than he has been in the past. He's playing a different role than what we have seen from Jota for ages. So you can't. In one aspect, he might be underperforming. In a lot of other aspects, he's excelling and bringing players into the team. Diaz would not have the numbers that he's got if Jota wasn't playing. If Jota hadn't been given the performances, same with Salah.
I don't think Jota was bad against Forest alone. Forget the first 4 games.
Everyone was bad against Forest, bar the people that we mentioned earlier. But I don't think Jota has. I don't think that means Jota's underperformed this season.
Kobe.
I think there's a middle ground to sit on with it in the sense of the side that we expect of him hasn't been there. There's an explanation for that. The other parts of his game that aren't necessarily acknowledged as well, I think have improved.
Can I give you my unpopular opinion? I'm not changing a single forward line player.
Unless you count Szoboszlai as a forward line player, I agree.
That's the guy that should either be changed or dropped. Because I realized something. Whenever we're describing Szoboszlai, we're talking about him in Mason Mount context. Meaning, yesterday someone came in my stream and he's like, Szoboszlai is a defensive 10. And I realized that's what Carefree Lewis was fighting with his fan base regarding Mason Mount. Because that's literally what they were calling him, a defensive 10. And I think if you want to play Szoboszlai, you know what I would do? And I said it in your chat yesterday.
Yeah, I have a gripe with it, but I can see the reason. Put Maka as the 10.
If your best attribute is defending and work rate, okay, no problem. You can do that next to Gravenberg, and then I'm gonna unlock McAllister further up. And you know what it is. You want to know genuinely what's the biggest problem we have in this team? And this is something that I said over the summer, and I know you agreed with me. That's why me and you both wanted Gordon. One of the things that people don't realize is the issue with this front line is our playmaker and our goal scorer is the same person. That's the thing. People genuinely don't get this. Like, this is the thing that everyone just needs to take a step back and think about. Don't fight me. Don't call me a salosexual. I already gave him a 0 for the game. I'm just explaining to you why it's a problem. The guy that creates the big chances in the team and gets the assist is the same guy that scores the most goals as well. So we have an issue in terms of if he has a bad game, then no one else is scoring because he's not playmaking, and the others don't score when he's like the top goal scorer of the team as well. So my issue is, okay, Husam, you don't show the same energy to Mo Salah. Tom, you don't show the same energy to Mo Salah. Okay. Tom just said he's the worst player on the pitch. I said he was the second worst because I thought Szoboszlai was worst, but I've given Mo Salah a 0, and I thought he had an absolutely horrendous game. Tom agrees that he had a horrendous game. So now, okay, no problem. Mo has had a bad game. He's been fantastic the first 3. Who else is going to step up from the others? Who else is going to step up from the others? Who else is going to now? Okay, Mo, you know what? You're having a bad game. You can have a bad game because you're Mo Salah, because you've been doing this for 8 years. You're allowed a bad game. I'm going to step up. I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to step up. And you know who I thought stepped up and I'm giving him credit? Luis Diaz. Because I actually thought I genuinely do not believe that Luis Diaz should have been substituted off. You know what I said my halftime solution was? I would have taken off Szoboszlai, played Gakpo in the 10, and then essentially had a front 2. At the halftime show, I said I would switch to a 4-4-2. Why? Because Nottingham Forest was defending with a 6 at the back. So we needed 2 forwards to occupy that space. The problem with the slot,
you just need to go man to man on their defense. You just need to have one attacker on every defender.
Exactly. The problem with the slot substitutions is you changed personnel, but the style is still the same. You know why Gravenberg was my man of the match? I gave him the highest rating out of everyone. Every time, if you notice, when we were chasing the game, every time Gravenberg got the ball, this was Gravenberg. That literally the last 50 minutes of the game. Gravenberg gets the ball. He looks around. He's like, there's no one. There is quite literally not a single person. When Gravenberg gets the ball, there should be a passing lane open. You're the DM, okay? You get the ball. On your left, there's someone. On your right, there's someone. Blah, blah, blah. He got the ball at the end of the game, the last 15, 20 minutes. And his reaction every single time, if you notice this, was where are you guys? What am I supposed to run the 50 yards and then play a pass? That's why I felt bad for him.
I think that on the point on Szoboszlai, I've got a preview for the Milan game coming out tomorrow. And in that, I say that the only change I would make in the starting 11 would be Szoboszlai out and bring Gakpo in. Because I think Gakpo can do a similar job. He's got the similar attributes, but he's better with the ball. I think if you want to maximize Szoboszlai, it's a team thing, which I also
thought about. Harvey. I miss you, Harvey.
With the squad dynamic as it is, I touched on it in my preview tomorrow as well.
Who injured Harvey Elliott? Can I understand? Because
it was in the under-21s. But yeah, if you want to maximize this team and this set of players, you basically need to force everyone that isn't McAllister, Salah, and Trent over to the left. So you can put Salah in 1v1s, Trent in 1v1s, and have McAllister as the link up. Put Szoboszlai over on the left, where I think that's where you get the best level out of him. Yeah, and then you have basically everyone else over on the left with Diaz and Jota and that to do
Szoboszlai in any forward line position is a failed experiment because he just doesn't take enough risks. And this is the thing. You know what I was pissed off with Szoboszlai?
Szoboszlai takes too many risks.
I disagree at all. Name one pass he played in behind. Name one attempt where he tried.
No, but to say passing behind, we don't play passes in behind now.
But that's his role because he's the 10 to create.
No, the 10 is not a unanimous thing. This is exactly what they do. Szoboszlai, as what we expect from a 10, he isn't that. He clearly fits what Slot wants, but what Slot wants
that's
is...
That's why I said bring him back to the double pivot. It makes sense.
No, but then what you're doing then is having McAllister lead the press. Fucking, I don't want to see that. Because then he's going to...
I'm having McAllister be the creative outlet of the team, which I trust.
No, because you can't just look at it from the attacking sense. The one thing you cannot knock Szoboszlai for, even if you take the piss out of it, the man does too much running for this team.
So you're talking about the defensive thing then again as well.
But ultimately, this is how you've got to look. This is how Slot will say it, and this is how you've got to look at it.
Essentially,
we signed an 8, and we're trying to play him as a 10. My gripe is that he ends up doing too much. When Alisson has the ball, he's in the pivot. When their keeper has the ball, he's leading the press. He's fucking goosed. That's why half his passes are crap, because he gets the ball and he's blowing out his arse. We need to figure out a better setup for it. The issue we have is how do you do that? I feel that the
This
solution.
was supposed to be the season where he took over, though, Tom. Why are we changing
No,
our energy?
no. But you know what I will say? He actually had a really good first 3 games. Everyone was going, Soboslai's done well there. Soboslai's done well there. Soboslai's had good games there.
Not me.
One bad game, and everyone's straight on his neck. And all the 3 previous games are disregarded. But that same sort of feeling is not carried over to any of the other players. Rightly so, because the likes of Salah and Trent have sort of credit in the bank type thing. But let's keep the same mentality. If this continues to be an issue for Soboslai, and he costs us more games, or not cost us because then it will be
I'm
bad.
not even saying drop him. I'm not even saying drop him out the team. I'm just saying drop him deeper.
No, but then that means McAllister's got to do more pressing, and I think that's just that's not what you want McAllister to
And
do.
at the same time, McAllister's got to do more creativity, which I trust more of, because he created our most dangerous chance of the game.
Yes, but I feel like that's because he sits deeper. You want my solution? I think McAllister needs to go over to the left. Fuck Robertson trying to create. I don't want Robertson trying to create. Have Trent as your creator on the right from deep.
See why you need Ait Nouri now?
No, because I want my left back to defend. Do you know what we should have done, Husam? And it was the one position that I said you should have bought. A centre back who can play at left back. That's what we need.
Fiori.
Well, whoever.
Should have signed Chiesa's cousin.
I'm not asked whoever it was. You needed a guy who can play left back and centre back. What we should have is effectively Trent being your deep creator on the right, McAllister being your deep creator on the left. Because the one thing I will say, Gravenberch has been our best player, arguably, to start this season. Him and Salah.
Arguably, no, he's number 1. I did a power ranking yesterday. I put him number 1.
So you can have Gravenberch the best player this season. The one minor thing I have about him is I feel that ultimately he doesn't progress the ball far enough with his passing. I feel like maybe it's a system thing, and then it's not right for me to have a go at him with it. But I feel like he plays too many passes short. I'd like to see him be a little bit more incisive with the passing, go through the lines. There's a couple of times where I feel like Diaz or Jota are in the right space, and you can punch that pass through. Like Van Dijk did to Gravenberch at United for the disallowed goal. Van Dijk basically just goes, fuck it, I'm hitting this to you, and work with it. I feel like Gravenberch doesn't do that as much, and I feel like that we do lose a couple of attacks by him not doing that. Again, it's a minor gripe for a player who's been really good all season. But I feel like that's an issue we have with the team as a whole. The only guy who doesn't have that issue is Trent, because he's too busy lumping it too far long. I feel like there's a middle ground that needs to be found, that will be found as the season goes on. We've got to remember it's the 4th game under this manager. You're going to have moments like this.
Why are you talking so negatively about Trent? I really thought Robertson was worse in that game.
Because Robertson didn't get the ball to be worse. Trent had the ball.
Robertson fucked up the most dangerous chance created for him by Gravenberch in that game, because he forgot that he was playing the sport and he was actively running towards goal. And then Gravenberch, did you see that pass by Gravenberch? By far the best pass of the whole game. And then Robertson's like, I'm like, bro, he passed it to you in the correct area. You messed that up.
That wasn't. I looked at it this way. The bigger problem was Robertson. I expect certain things of. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the chief creator in this team. Yeah, him and Salah are the chief creators in this team. What chance did Trent Alexander-Arnold create apart from a cross from McAllister to head?
What chance did anyone create, brother?
Exactly. So that's why I have the gripe there.
There was such a lack of serious creativity. And that's why, for me, I called out Slot in this game, because as much as you have to give him credit in the first 3 games, you have to also criticize.
My issue wrong. It's so
yes, we changed personnel, really, but we didn't change style. So nothing changed at the end. No, and Darwin Núñez coming on. It's becoming to the point.
He changed style. He did change style because he put Trent into midfield. What was wrong was the personnel didn't work. People have went on for a while about Trent going into midfield. I've never liked it, and I still don't. He was shit when he went into midfield. He was worse in midfield, and he was already bad at right back, but he was horrendously bad in midfield because he didn't even have the time to try the Hollywood passes. He was just lumping them quickly. I don't want to see that again. I also don't get what he done at the very end when we were chasing the game, and Konate goes off for Jones, and all of a sudden we're playing this back 3 with Bradley and Tsimikas at centre back.
All this, not a single substitute played well other than Bradley. even though didn't defend well against Hudson-Odoi. One thing I'll always give credit for players is if they try to take risks. One thing I liked about Bradley's game is, yes, okay, he got beat by Callum Hudson-Odoi, we know that. But when he came on that right-hand side, he was linking up play with Salah, he was making overlapping runs, he was trying to create, he got into dangerous positions 2 or 3 times. So despite the fact that he might have had a bad game in terms of defending, going forward, he wasn't that bad. Guys, he's here. He's a little bit late, but it's okay. You get me. He's making his debut on the big stage, so he's a little bit camera shy. You get me. Andrea Perlo from Wish is here, ladies and gentlemen. 500 people in the building. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. The Ram stand is in the description. Tom Litter is in the description. Go subscribe to both of them. Jamie Phillips was supposed to join us, but unfortunately he couldn't because of the situation with his daughter. Big up to Auto Context Sarcasm City as well for sending in a super chat. Ram, how are you doing, brother? How are you, Perlo?
Do you know what was worse than Liverpool's loss? Is people on the roads. They're dumb. They are dumb. I hate drivers. I hate drivers. People can't even cross the road properly. But that's a conversation for another day. We're here to talk about Liverpool, unfortunately.
How are you doing? You good?
Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Saturday. Oh no. Remember the last time we beat Forest? When we beat them 1-0 when Nunes scored? Yep. I was a little shit to my dad. My dad gave it back.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered.
My
yeah. He probably gave you hell.
God, that was...
He's lagging out, right? It's not me, Tom.
Yeah.
You are lagging out, Ram. Damn. That's your dad hacking your internet right there. That's bad. Mad. That's mad.
Can I just address fucking Ryan? Listen to you about what all you've said to me across the past 2 days is we're complacent and we're not going to get top 4. That's all you've said. Why would I listen to that shit? Because it's not true.
Ram, are you back? No, he's lagging out. You might need to, I can't lie to you, you might need to leave and rejoin because you are lagging out like crazy. So, with Bradley, he was taking risks, Tom. Your audio's back, but you're lagging out like mad, like your video. So, try to refresh and come back in. So with Bradley, yeah, Tom, like for me,
I'll come back.
Yeah, with Bradley, Tom, for me, like he took risks. Like, and that's something that I like about players, and that for me is why I didn't like the Robertson performance. I didn't like the Szoboszlai performance. I didn't like the Salah performance.
When have you liked the Robertson performance?
Can we talk about Nunez a little bit? And by the way, I gave Mo Salah. Listen, let's contextualize this. I gave Mo Salah a 0. Yes, we are talking about how crap Liverpool are. I gave Mo Salah 0 and Szoboszlai a 0, so I'm not scapegoating. But can we like what's going on? What's happening, Tom, with this guy?
What, Nunez?
Yeah,
he's not good. We established that when he joined. He's not good. I don't know why we're trying to make a section out of it. He's not good, and he's rightly not playing.
I don't think there is words to describe how shit he is at this point. I don't think it's fair. Like
he actually just got in the way on when he came on. He was just in the way a bit. He kept blocking the spots that Gakpo wanted to go into.
Honestly, I don't think there are like suitable words for YouTube to describe this guy's performance. I'm gonna be so honest with you, because this guy is just, and it's funny because like obviously people at halftime are like, oh, bring on Nunez. I'm like, bro. Like, do you really think that Nunez is going to make a difference in this game?
I was fine with... No, because do you know what? I understood, because I was not someone who wanted Nunez on at halftime, but not in the way that we brought him on. We should not have brought Nunez on.
I don't know if you...
I actually don't care if you're upset just or not. If we're looking at it
logically... Him irritates me. Like, it actually uneases me.
If we are looking at it logically, we needed to go 2 strikers. We needed to go man-to-man and go 2 strikers. And we brought Nunez on and took Jota off. So we effectively just had him being a waste Jota, which was never going to achieve anything. If you're going to bring Nunez on, he needs to be as a striker in a 2, where he's got someone who can do all the other shit that he can't do, and he can just focus on running in behind. We didn't do that. We haven't done that this season. I don't think Slot is going to do that. Therefore, I struggle to see where he fits in. Simple.
Talk, Ram. I don't think you're lagging out. Go ahead.
First thing I gotta say, before I lagged out, Ryan. There's a reason why I blocked Ryan. There is a reason why I blocked him. Like literally, I can't be asked for him. I can't be asked. Hearing Liverpool this, Liverpool that. First things first, I want to say the over exaggeration of this result, in my opinion, is wild. Is wild. It is literally the first time I've seen Liverpool Football Club, the players, the managers, everybody have a stinker. I haven't seen that since probably the latter end of 2022 when we were playing like crap. Everyone was crap. Klopp was crap. The players were crap. I can't name a single player other than Alisson who had a good game. And Alisson don't really count because he has a good game every game. The defenders were mediocre. The fullbacks, Robertson was crap. Trent needs to stop with his hero ball. I'm done with hero ball. Stop it. You're not Steven Gerrard. You're not that guy. Stop it. Pass the ball. Be patient with it. McAllister and Gravenberch are two decent players, but then again, weren't good enough. Soboslai's my guy, but he needs to be put on some form of watch because he's been playing like crap. Been playing like crap for the most part of his Liverpool career. Luis Diaz, again, does a lot, but no end product. Jota can't even control a simple football. Salah was stinky that game. And he has this knack of doing it. But again, Salah, we can give him a blind because he did what he did in the first couple of games and what he's done for Liverpool. And then Slot, the substitutions made no sense. I completely agree with you guys. I don't know why you bring on Nunez in for Jota instead of playing them both up top. I think it was predictable. He was so isolated that he couldn't really be effective. And it showed when Nunez had 4 touches of the ball when he first won? Someone have the stat, 4 or 5 touches the entire game. Says a lot. And I need to see more of this to be completely worried. Because again, one game is the first time in a long time I've seen everyone play like crap, manage like crap. If it becomes a continuous situation, then I'm starting to ask questions. But this Liverpool fan base moving hella reactionary it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. I don't.
When you say hella reactionary, you do realize we literally lost to Nottingham Forest at home. You do realize this.
Yeah, but people say
so we're not moving reactionary after losing to Arsenal away or City away. We literally lost to Nottingham Forest at home that were expected to be in a relegation battle.
No. I get
to be fair to Forest, they've actually been very good this season. Their numbers are ridiculously good. They got a better defensive XG than City do.
Oh wow, defensive XG hype. It's Nottingham Forest, Tom.
They're a good team.
It
doesn't excuse it, but they're not bad.
Well, I have some shame, Tom. It's an all-time low even for you. That's why you're laughing right now, because you know that this is an all-time low even for you. You're so fraudulent, I swear to God. Man said, to be fair to them, they've been really good. I promise you, not a single person on the planet predicted Forest to come to Anfield and win. No one. So it's okay for us to react a certain way.
Not even Forest fans thought they were going to win. My dad was like, we're not winning. The best we can get is a draw. But again, people bring up the stat of the first time they've beaten us since 1969. Well, the other side of the coin is when Slot took on his first 3 games, he was breaking records as well. It's going to happen. I've already signed up to it. Ever since the transfer window happened, I said this on the terrace so many times. We are a cup team. We are incapable of challenging for a league title. We are going to have these results. Maybe it's because people didn't expect it, but I 100% expected it. when Klopp first came to Liverpool, even barring that team was a lot worse than this team. Even when we were good, we were still struggling against teams like, was it West Brom and teams like that. I signed up to it, but it's still not acceptable. But I am not worried in the sense of this isn't a consistent thing. I can criticize the game 100%, but I can't criticize the manager or anything because,
What do you mean you can't? You literally criticized the manager 5 seconds ago, Ram. You said his
but not
substitutions were
overall.
wrong.
Not saying our slot ball is ineffective, like some people are saying, we can't break low blocks down. It's literally the first game we had where a team sat back against us. And to be fair, some of the chances we made in the first half, we should have scored them.
Which chances?
Which one? What?
Which chances are you talking about? Because
The
it
one
was
where
only literally the Jota header.
And the Jota, the McAllister Trivella cross.
Oh, come on now. The Jota header is the only opportunity.
No, but also I feel Jota should have done better with that McAllister cross because it was point blank at him, at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but I don't think if we're looking at a chance, the cross from Trent to Jota against Ipswich is a chance. I don't put the McAllister cross to him in the same level because I don't think he's got a defender right on him, and I don't think the cross is it's not got as much pace on it. So the way it's delivered in, Jota's got to generate that pace at the same time. It's a harder. You could argue that a player of Jota's ilk typically scores that, but it's definitely a harder chance than the ones that we've seen him miss earlier this season. I think that the one, but we didn't create a good enough chance for me to look at it and go, you should have scored that. If it ended 0-0, I would have went, we deserve that because we didn't create anything. The Diaz won the ball back and hit the post. That wasn't created. That was his work. And I actually don't have anything against him for doing that. It was the right idea. That Sells had committed. He's just unlucky at the post. Outside that, we didn't create anything. And the reason we didn't create anything is because the forwards in that position kept giving the ball away. So we never got the chance to create anything. Because we weren't having shot. We had 9 shots. 9 shots. Because anytime we got in a dangerous position, we lost the fucking ball. I'd rather we fucked up the shots than just not even have the shots because we fucked up the passes. That was what it was.
I don't think we... I think the biggest... I think the biggest problem in that game was creativity. I genuinely believe the biggest issue in that game single-handedly for Liverpool Football Club was actually creativity. By far. Because we didn't create anything dangerous. I disagree with Ram completely. I don't think we created any dangerous chance in which I can sit up here and go like, whoa, what a chance we had there. Like, I genuinely don't believe we made any chance where I could take a step back and go like, man, that was an unbelievable chance. I don't believe that at all, by the way, because I don't think we created something that dangerous.
Would you say that the decision-making from some players weren't good enough? Like, say, for instance, Salah, instead of shooting, was passing, or even Szoboszlai had multiple opportunities where instead of passing, he should have just shot. With that decision-making.
I wouldn't say, I would say what the decision making was fine based on the way that we play. Decision making was all right. It looks bad because it never came off because the quality of pass wasn't there. Half the time it looks like a poor decision because it goes to the defender behind them. If Salah waits the pass correctly, Jota can take it into his stride and all of a sudden he's 1v1 in the box. If Szoboszlai waits the pass correctly, Salah's in behind Moreno in a really good side-on angle, bearing down on goal. Doesn't happen. If Trent waits the cross correctly, it's pretty much a free header back across the goal for a tap-in. But it never happened, therefore it's looked as a bad decision. I felt that the decision-making was right for a lot of it. The execution was poor. That there was one moment where, and it's not necessarily always down to the person who put the cross in. I mean, there was one moment that stuck out for me. It was when we made the first batch of subs, and Salah sort of cuts back. He's inside the box, and he cuts back, and he floats this cross right towards the back post, and no one's there. And it was probably like just over people's heads, but I look at it and go, that's the right decision to make. Someone's got to make that run. Someone's got to be in that position to be ready to either head at goal or head back across and tap in. And it just felt like that weren't there. There was some which were poor decisions, but it wasn't just entirely poor decision making. Some of it was poor execution. Some of it was other players being flat-footed and not expecting it. Ultimately, it was just a shit performance. That's what it was. Everything that was bad that could have happened.
But how
happened.
can you say there was no creativity issue when that for me was the biggest issue?
But it was a creativity issue. It just wasn't
okay,
down
so
to
make it
a
easy.
lack of
I
creativity.
thought you were trying to do this whole like everyone was crap, but for me it was mainly creatively.
Attacking
more
wide
than anything.
didn't create anything. That's the big thing.
He
And
created
the
nothing the whole
reasons
game.
for that are different things, like I said.
I think we're looking at this game, but we have to acknowledge Slot's mistakes as well, because it's listen. I'm not even saying anything like sorry, my bad. I'm not even saying anything completely negative about the guy or something like against him 100% or whatever. But I'm looking at that game, and I think that when you look at that specific game right there, that specific incident, everything that happened in that game, his substitutions, the fact that he didn't change the style, I disagree with Tom. I don't think he changed the style, except towards the end where he went 3 at the back and he was Simicast left centre back and Bradley right centre back, which is the worst fucking thing I've seen in my whole life. But when it comes to style, I think we should have went with the 2 up top. I think we should have went classic. I even suggested we play Bradley right back and Trent right midfielder. You know, I wanted us to go two strikers. And the truth of the matter is, listen, as much as Slot deserves praise for the first 3 games, we deserve criticism. Now, for me, if there's a creativity issue, I don't know how Soboslai wasn't taken off. Mo, I get it. Because Mo can win you a game in a moment, even if he's having a shit game. Like, okay, he's having a shit game. As an example, when he got past Moreno once, you know, and he dribbled past him, he shot it at the goalkeeper. That was one of the moments where, you know, okay, he could change the game. He can win a game for you. My issue was keeping Soboslai on. I thought he should have been the person that comes off. I'd brought on Gakpo and Jota with Diaz and Salah, you know, and then Gakpo can play the 10 when need be. Or even, you know, dare I say it, the donkey, bring him on, you know, to do a bit of EO around with the centre backs and shit, maybe create some space for Jota. But there was definitely a creativity issue. My problem is we started the game with a front 3. We ended the game with a front 3. And all the front 3 didn't really create. And the best forward line player we took off in Luis Diaz. I would have so kept Diaz on. And by the way, we say this about the Gakpo, and even during the summer, obviously, I was saying, my forward, Cody Gakpo, and I was waiting for him to perform this season. Cody Gakpo came on and he was dog shit as well. That's the thing that shocked me. Like, he just did fuck all. Not even, I mean, Tom talks about his crossing ability. He didn't cross properly. He didn't pass properly. He didn't shoot properly. I don't think I could say a single positive thing about Gakpo in that whole game, to be honest with you. Like, for me, the positives I take away from the game is, I'll tell you guys my player power rankings, right? Just to show you where my head is at after 4. And this is after 4 games. Don't just have your mind on Forest. Think of all 4 games. Gravenberg 1, 2 Mo Salah, 3 Gravenberg, 3 Konate, 4 who did I say? 4 Diaz, and 5 Alisson. That's my power rankings of performance.
I'm sorry, I'm not having Canate above Van Dijk.
Yeah, I think Virgil's been good, man.
Yeah, but Virgil is like a world-class best defender in the league anyway. You know?
Still, that don't mean you put him down.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean he
Konate
loses
since
out.
Ipswich, I don't think put a foot wrong.
I thought he was horrible against Nottingham
But
Forest.
that's because you have Kwanzaa's nudes in it, so it's different.
No, but I think a lot of people understand my point in that he was giving away too many cheap fouls and it was killing our momentum.
Konate is
Van
is not
Dijk's been better than Konate. If you're doing a power ranking, for me, it's Gravenberch 1, Salah 2, Van Dijk 3, Alisson 4, Trent 5.
no
So
Diaz in
I
your
like
top 5.
Gravenberch.
Yeah?
Diaz 6th.
So double at Old Trafford, an assist, and a goal at home to Brentford. Not even Diaz in your top 5, huh?
No, because
You're
asking me power rankings wise. Let's not forget
so
after the
far
first
this season, not generally.
Hold on. Let's not forget the reaction that we all had with Diaz after game week 1, Ipswich, where we all said he was shit, and he cost us with big chances missed, and we were all going, "This is typical Diaz." When we're on about 4 games into a season, the margin isn't big. Gravenberch has been the best player across all 4 games. Mohamed Salah was the best player in game 1 and game 3. Was very good in game 2 and poor game 4. Van Dijk has been solid, if not fantastic, in every game. Alisson, solid, if not fantastic, in every game. Trent, really good, really good, really good, bad. Diaz is a case of bad, good, really good, meh. He's sixth.
He was really good against Brentford, man. Let's not do
He
that.
was
got
really
him.
good against Brentford.
I got him as good. It's like on the cusp of that performance for me.
I'll be honest
I
with you,
can
saying
give him
one
that.
thing I will say, despite what I said about Slot when he first come in. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Big up to you and out of context, Sarcasm City. People are overdoing this whole Slot talking tactics after Man United because he won the game. Like the game against Man United that he spoke tactics about, he won the game. Slot was at fault for me for the substitutions. That's what Slot was at fault for.
Mhm.
But at the same time, Mo Salah I gave a 0, Soboslai I gave a 0, Jota I gave a 1. They all underperformed massively. So that for me is the bigger reason. And if I like from Slot's perspective, I'm just so disappointed he didn't change the style. Me and Tom disagree on that, and that's fine. You get me? But
In terms
yeah.
of what I agree, we should have went 4-4-2.
But it was uncharacteristic though.
Yeah,
Because-
I did say 4-4-2.
No,
No,
but
but it's
you said I disagree with you about the change of style. I agree you should have went to a 4-4-2. I disagreed.
No, we disagreed. We disagree. You thought that Slot did change the style. I didn't think that.
Yeah, by putting trends in midfield, the style changed. I don't know if it was an intentional thing, but the style changed by virtue of that because we ended up losing the ball anytime we tried to progress it.
Yeah, because we had a donut hole in the middle. There was no one there.
But it was uncharacteristic of him to take off someone like McAllister. Like when I saw him come off, I was like, what, are you gonna really sacrifice the control of the game?
That was just
to
the
get a
injury,
goal?
weren't it? Because he got injured on international duty.
Fair enough.
That's the only thing I can think of. That is the only thing I can think of. It was a pre-planned sub because he didn't play the last game for Argentina in the international break because he had an abductor
I
problem.
hate pre-planned subs. That's one thing I do not miss.
But if it was a case of he felt that was the tactical change, it wasn't. It wasn't because the
By the
moment
way, speaking of, where the hell is Chiesa?
he's not fit yet.
Not fair.
You're telling me he couldn't have made 5 minutes impact at the end of the game? Come on now. 5 minutes.
You've got a full
Give
bench
him
of
the ball down that left-hand side for 5 minutes.
Hold on. You've got a full bench of people who are fully match fit and ready, and you want to drop one of them.
Spaghetti
to
mafia,
Chiesa.
yeah. That's the problem.
You've got to be logical here, Husam. He hasn't played the game.
I
since
am
fucking
logical,
May.
but I would have given him 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, he hasn't played the club game since like May.
Listen, it's okay. It's only September.
Plus,
you know?
plus, Husam, if we're being honest, going back to what you said earlier in terms of no one expected us to lose to Forest, why would we bring 3 attackers against Forest when we're expecting to win and not need to bring on attackers?
Because we're losing, Tom.
But the whole point was we're expecting to win, so why would we bring more attackers, which you'd only really bring on if you're chasing a game?
I'll still bring on Chiesa anyway. I'll still
Yeah.
bring him on, get him some minutes.
I think
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Ram. Dunk on this fraud, on this wool.
he
Tell
is
him.
not match fit. For
5
fuck's
minutes,
sake.
Tom. 5 minutes.
We're
5
getting
minutes.
match sharpness, Tom. Match sharpness. Remember.
5
FMC.
minutes does nothing for match sharpness.
Oh, really? So you don't have not seen Chiesa for Italy? You need to listen to Spaghetti Mafia after the stream with a Chiesa comp. I'm telling you right now, you'd feel different.
The best bet for Chiesa is 30 minutes against Milan.
I don't mind that.
So you go from he's not fit to play 5 minutes against Nottingham Forest to play him 30 against AC Milan. Are you okay, Tom? Do you listen
Yes.
to the shit that you say?
Don't
Because
forget
you're
the
asking-
San
you're
Siro as
asking-
well.
You're asking for 5 minutes.
I'm saying 5 minutes. You said no, and then you say
You're
30 2
asking-
days later.
You're asking.
Why have
you're-
some shame? honestly?
You're asking for 5 minutes when you're chasing a game 1-0 down. I'm on about bringing Chiesa on for
Because
20,
he's a fucking forward.
20 to 30 minutes in a more comfortable game against a team that he's played against 2 times every year for the past however many years. A more comfortable situation for someone to be introduced
I
in.
swear to God, if we lose to AC Milan after this, because you opened your fucking mouth and said it's an easy game. You know
I
what it
never
is?
said
You
the word
EU.
easy game. I
Yeah,
said
of course.
it's a more comfortable situation. It's a team he's played against for fucking how many years? In a country he's played in for how many years?
Tom, that's
He
not his home
understands how
no
these
more.
teams play.
His home's Liverpool now, not Italy.
Doesn't mean he didn't live there.
Don't matter.
Jesus.
It's only 5 minutes, Tom. And literally just to get used to the surroundings, get used to Anfield.
Oh my god! The whole point is we didn't need to have him on the bench because no one expected us to need to chase the game.
Still, when we were chasing the game, we still need to. Bro, but even when we're not chasing the game, he could play in front of Anfield, get a little standing ovation from the crowd, soak in the atmosphere. Everything. It's
5 minutes though. That's irrelevant.
I'm still up on the roads because I left.
Oh my god! You found a comp.
Look at this.
And I don't give a F. What you want to get? Smoke cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African don't add
This
Yoda.
is so getting copyright struck, by the way. This stream is not making it.
Look at this. Look at this beauty.
What? You're telling me you can't do that against Forest, Tom?
No. Look at this beautiful. You're telling me you couldn't have done this against Forest?
Hold on. Go back right now. How can you just pass into Ronaldo?
Look at this beauty.
What is a better striker than Ronaldo?
I've got
Tom?
more
Look
than
at
a million in savings.
And
Look,
shame-
beautiful, man.
If I ever get caught,
You're telling me you couldn't have done this against the Forest?
Oh my
defender?
god! Oh my god! Sam is playing in comp from lockdown. I'm gonna see Morata in a Juve shirt in a minute.
What? Spaghetti Mafia, you're big gal.
Look at this.
Where you from?
Look at
Boom! That's why he made both of you cry as well, playing for Italy. Hold that. Hold
He's
that,
ge-
you fraud.
He's making me watch a comp. Making me watch a comp from lockdown. He's making me watch
You're
a comp
not
from when we had
fine.
Ozan Kabak and Nat Phillips as centre back.
Tom, he
Yeah.
was outperforming Ronaldo that season, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, that was back when he had, a knee that hadn't blown up.
You literally wanted Chiesa from 3 months ago, Tom.
I did, yes.
So
Provided
how are
you could
acting
keep him
like
injury
this
free.
about him?
But the whole thing that Chiesa would have saved the game for us, no. He hasn't played since May.
You
He's got
lack
individual ability,
such
Tom.
serious logical thinking skills. Because the same game that you said you wouldn't have played in 5 minutes, you say I would have played him 32 days later.
Wait, Husam,
Yes,
Husam,
I'm fine
Husam, wait,
doing
wait. Which would you rather have coming off the bench, Tom? Darwin Nunez or Federico?
Or Chiesa. Yes.
In the situation that I'm in now.
No, just tell me.
No.
Don't-
No. Knowing what you know now. Would you rather have Chiesa for 5 minutes or Darwin for 30? Go on.
Honestly, neither.
No,
I'd sooner
you're
just-
a
No, don't do
I'd
that.
You're
sooner-
a liar and a fraud.
I'd
You're
keep
a
Josh
liar.
on.
You're a liar.
I want to make sure that we integrate Chiesa properly. That's all I want. So a chance to play against a team. Let's bear in mind as well. You're asking for you're asking for 5 minutes. You're asking for 5 minutes of Chiesa against a team that is set up in a deep low block and inviting us to cross. I like Chiesa. The fuck's he gonna do with that? I'd rather him play against a team that's actually gonna give him a little bit of space to work with as a winger. I'd rather him not come on in a situation where we're playing Simicas and Bradley as wide centre backs. Because you know what Chiesa's going to end up spending that 5 minutes doing? Left wing back settings.
Nah,
He's
you
gonna
just
be-
can't-
It's going to be more spin at Zola.
Of course, it's you selection. Of
It's
course.
going to be more spin
Of
at
course
Zola
it's
than
you.
Chiesa. Come
Talk
on.
about your manager. Talk about your manager. This is the best football I've seen us play in the last 5 years. This is way better than Klopp. You and Ryan. Huggy, lovey-dovey each other in the chat with Tom Little. Oh, the B football.
I never said any of that.
The B football is so beautiful. Please. My manager
never
is
said
playing.
any
Tom,
of
did
that.
you say that?
My manager is playing
No.
tennis after being the only manager to beat Pep to a league title. Please.
Also, yes,
Confidently incorrect.
I would have, in hindsight, brought Tyler Morton on if he was on the bench.
Oh.
But for some reason, we're not including Tyler Morton on the bench now. Tyler Morton should be getting
You
shooting
know what's
games.
funny? Yeah, it's all these people that are saying Slot ball's better than Klopp ball. Yeah, it's all these previous Klopp out people. I've noticed.
Thank you.
I've
Thank you.
Right?
You never said
you know
Klopp
what
out.
I mean?
You want to
You know what I mean?
No. I never said slot ball is better than clock ball. Don't know where this idea's
Nah.
come from.
Husam, we need to
But,
get the KDL back, bro.
I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up today. What are you saying?
It's okay, Tom.
Yeah, again, mate. I love you, but it's time to go. I just I think this is what it's come to. I never said slot ball is better than club ball. Where's this narrative come from?
Club ball is levels. And you know what I told people? Before you make conclusions, wait to see what happens when we are down to a team. The thing is, I realize something. I know ball too much. I know the sport. I understand the football. I understand the sport when I watch it. I told people, guys, let's wait and see how Slot reacts to being 1-0 down. Would you have preferred club ball at the end of the last 20 minutes yesterday? I bet you would have created 2 or 3 more dangerous chances with club ball. My man would have had 4 people running at the center back.
Yes. But
a dangerous chance. You get me? So let's not even go there.
If I'm going to play devil's advocate, which I'm going to do, how many more chances do we concede because we fucking leave our defense?
That's fine. We'd go 2-0 down and then win 3-2.
1-0 down, Tom. I don't care. I want a goal.
Exactly. Thank you.
We never looked like scoring yesterday.
Tom, if we go by this hypothetical, even if they score, we still lose. So why can't we just get a goal then?
Because there's no guarantee you get a goal. I'd rather keep it at 1-0 where you've got more, where it's a close game.
Doing this whole no guarantee stuff. There's no guarantees in football, regardless. There's no such thing as guarantee.
Hold on. Why are you sitting here? We've got a new manager. We're in a new era. Let's talk about this. If we really want to nitpick, I can just mention Atalanta.
Oh, so I can mention a Premier League title.
If we really want to nitpick, which I disagree with,
and I can mention a Premier League title.
Well done, brilliant.
By the way, Tom, what happened last season when we
can mention a Champions League title?
Brilliant.
Can you mention an Eredivisie for Feyenoord? Hold that, fraud. Don't ever disrespect Jurgen Klopp ever again.
I'm not disrespecting him.
You or Ryan or selection, respect my man.
I am not disrespecting.
He's playing tennis, smoking cigarettes.
I am not disrespecting him. You've just sat here and slagging off our manager. How about we start backing the boys and understand that this wasn't a case?
I need to get with you, Tom.
When did I
slag off? Get Kurdish on a stream with you just so he can shit on you, Tom. I'm telling you right now. See, if I get Kurdish with you on a stream, it's gonna be hell for you, Tom. I'm gonna get Kurdish back on YouTube.
Kurdish can never come to me again after he had to name himself Kurdish Jones for a month. He had to name himself Kurdish Jones for a month because of the bet he made with me. There's no bounce back from that.
Jones was so shit in that game he played, honestly.
Everyone was so shit. We're saying
Stop saying that, Tom. Everyone wasn't shit. Salah was shit. Szoboszlai was shit. Jota was shit. Jones was shit. Tsimikas was shit.
So we're on. Right. So hold on. We'll go through it. Salah, Jota, Diaz, Szoboszlai.
No, Diaz, not Diaz.
Diaz. Right, okay. So Salah, Jota, Szoboszlai, Jones, Nunes, Gakpo, Trent, Robertson.
I don't think Trent was shit. I think Robertson was.
I'm putting Trent in there. I think Trent's going in there. So they're both going in. Tsimikas and Bradley Bradley went too bad.
Bradley was good for me.
So we brought on. I'm trying to remember who else came on as a sub. You had Jones, Tsimikas, Bradley. Yeah. So we had 14 players. We had 14 players, and 9 of them were classed as shit by us.
No, 8 was classed as shit.
No, because you've not included Trent, but everyone else
was good. Van Dijk was good. Konate was good. Trent was meh, not shit.
I didn't even include Konate, and you know my feelings on Konate. Trent is getting included. Trent is getting included.
Yeah, but the point is there were 7 players that were average or good.
There were 9 players who there is a big agreement that we were really bad. And do you want to know what's worse? Who got man of the match for Forest?
Ryan Yates.
I thought it was the right back. I thought it was that Aine.
It would have been Moreno or Yates. One of them.
What I saw people saying Aina got man of the match. If he got man of the match, we're gonna struggle to give Diaz a really good rating if his right back gets a man of the match on him.
Listen, I'm saying
this is what I'm saying. We were just really fucking bad. That's all it is. It happens.
So I see you calling for patience and calmness and all this.
Patience, yes.
Yes. So when do you throw your toys out the bag?
If we have more like this, if this isn't a blip, we've got Milan tomorrow, which is a good game. back in the Champions League. Looking forward to that.
Yes. Now we
it's a-
lose 1-0 to Milan. Then what will Tom Little say?
Depends on the performance. If we play really well,
Same exact type of performance, no creativity.
well then questions start being asked. But I'm not gonna sit there. If we play similarly again tomorrow, I'm not gonna go, oh my god, this is it now. Get rid of the manager. He's shit. He's this.
I'm not
he's that."
asking you to say that. Neither is Ram, to be fair.
It is a case of I have patience in the manager and the team to figure it out. These sort of things happen. Now, what do you want to know? What I think our next loss will be like?
What?
We will play a decent team. We will create really good chances. And a certain number 9 from Uruguay, who is starting because 20 is injured, we'll miss them all. That we are due one of them losses this season.
Is Jalen Downs available?
No, he's injured, unfortunately. It's why he didn't get a loan.
And a bum, just a fucking bum and a fucking idiot.
You know what? That's not even the best Mo watch along was into Atletico in the Champions League. His meltdown on that, honest to God, Alexis Sanchez,
reaction to Italy.
Alexis Sanchez and Davy Klaassen. Fucking hell.
Go on. Scamacca, you fucking idiot. The guy played the perfect match, you fucking lazy bastard. What a fucking lazy bastard, this motherfucker. Scamacca. Chiesa.
Like I said, the Atletico. While I'm here, I'm going to chuck it on him because I want to see his reaction. It's when Sanchez misses the penalty, he just starts going off on everyone.
Because Moratti did this and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fuck Alexis Sanchez. Fuck the Interboard. Fuck whoever bought Alexis Sanchez back to this football club. Fuck them all. It's up there, one of my favorites. Where is it?
before we lose to the other Milan side tomorrow, that's going to be crap.
We're not
Anyway.
bro.
Everything.
Now, do you know what? Do you know what I've realized? Yeah, Tom has liked to shit on Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, Husam likes to shit on Slot. I'm the only person that is not shitting on either of them, respecting Jurgen Klopp and respecting Arne Slot. You know what I mean? Chat,
How am I shitting on Slot? I haven't.
When did I shit on Klopp? I just said
Klopp
this
out,
football
Tom.
was good.
You were literally Klopp out. Don't even
You were
try.
Klopp out. You shouted it enough. I'm sorry. No.
I'm sorry. For people who haven't seen it, you are watching my favorite Mo clip.
Sanchez. And he misses. Fuck you, Alexis Sanchez. Fuck whoever signed you. Fuck whoever signed you to Inter. Fuck you and fuck whoever got you to Inter. To be honest, fuck you, Alexis Sanchez. You're an absolute fraud. Shouldn't be playing for Inter at this time. But someone actually got paid for you to be signed for Inter. So fuck you, Alexis Sanchez.
Wait. Where is it? Wait. The meltdown continues. After
you
this,
want-
they
Fuck
get
you, Alexis
eliminated.
Sanchez. Yes, absolutely.
No, Atletico takes the winning penalty. No,
Saul
Atletico
Niguez.
takes the winning.
Saul Niguez was the second penalty.
When's Klassen's penalty? Is Klassen's after this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saul Niguez. And we save! Jan Sommer saves! Yes, Jan Sommer saves! Saul Niguez misses! Yes! Yes, that's it! You frauds, you bozos, you idiots! You idiots! Saul Niguez misses! Great save by Jan Sommer by his foot! Oh, thank you, Jan Sommer. Thank you. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go. Oh my God. Who is this? Who is this taking the penalty? Jan Klassen. This guy, I've never seen this guy shoot the ball. I've never seen this guy shoot the ball. Why is this guy taking a penalty, bro? And he misses. Fuck you. And fuck Marotta. And fuck the people that signed you for the club. You fucking bozo. Fuck these guys. Fuck these players. That fucking freeloaders. Fucking idiots. What is this fucking penalty? You fucking idiot. You're a fucking bozo. You're a fucking idiot. You fucking Jan Klassen. Fake Van der Beek. Fake hair. Fake Van der Beek. Wallahi, fake Van de Beek, fake Christian Eriksen. You fucking idiot, fucking bozo. Whatever you fuck you, bro. Fuck whoever wants someone that signed you, bro. You're a fucking cunt.
Yep.
I don't know who's that guy who's taking the penalty. He
Oh,
scores, and Atletico Madrid takes the lead.
where's the Martinez
2-1 up
miss?
Atletico Madrid. in the penalty.
How long's the Martinez miss?
You have to
Oh,
go forward
Martinez
like
missed as
30
well,
seconds.
man. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This Inter now. Lautaro Martinez has to score this. He's by the way, he's a terrible penalty taker. Lautaro Martinez. Absolutely terrible penalty taker. Lautaro Martinez. Absolutely horrific, terrible penalty taker, Lautaro Martinez. He's absolutely horrific, terrible penalty taker. Lautaro Martinez. And he missed. And Inter are out of the competition. Fuck you, Lautaro Martinez. Fuck the people that signed Alexis Sanchez. Fuck the people that signed all these people. And I'm sure Husam is going to call me now. Of course, you're going to call. I know you're going to call. So fuck these guys. Fuck everyone, to be honest. Like, it's absolutely, these are absolutely atrocious players. Inzaghi, you fraud. You made the wrong subs. You made the subs early. You're a fraud. You're absolutely a fraud, Inzaghi. This club, fuck these owners that made us reach the level that a motherfucker like Alexis Sanchez is absolutely taking a penalty. A motherfucker like whatever that guy Van de Beek that signed from Ajax is taking a penalty. This is the problem with Inter. We're freeloaders. We're absolutely atrocious. We signed terrible players. We signed absolutely free players, and that's the fucking problem, right? That's the fucking problem. Osam, of course, is fucking calling me now. Is absolutely here. You go. Go ahead. Have your whatever. Do your thing.
Hello, Bo.
Do your
Hello,
thing.
Bo. I just have one question, Bo.
Do
Who's
it.
your daddy? Who's your daddy? You told the Arsenal fans who's your daddy, and the Arsenal are through and you're eliminated. Arsenal are through and you're eliminated. You asked Arsenal fans who's your daddy, and now you're out. And now you're out, and then they're through. You told me Inter are favorites. Who's this blonde guy that missed? Lautaro Martinez sent that penalty to the Santiago Bernabeu. That's how bad of a penalty that was. That was a bad of a penalty that was as well. Jan Sommer, you told me he's one of the best keepers. He only saved one penalty. What happened, Mo? Can you tell the people what happened in this game right now? Give us a summary. Other than swearing and cussing and losing your fast, tell me, why are you eliminated from the Champions League? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you on the stream. Are you finished?
There you are.
Are you finished?
There you are.
Are you finished?
There you are.
Can you let me address? Can you let me address the people? Let me address the people that are here in the chat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
See you.
Yes.
Talk to you later.
Oh, you think you're gonna hang up?
I'm gonna definitely hang up.
Oh.
Okay, let me خلاص close it because I do want to wrap up. Let me show you the context of the who's your daddy thing. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Let me show you. This was Mo talking to Arsenal fans about the Champions League.
Let's say we get through in the home leg and we proceed into the next round. What is going to happen when we actually come up against one of the big boys? What is actually going to happen when we come up against one of the big boys and have to go away to an Inter, to an Atleti,
Who's your
to
daddy?
a Real Madrid?
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Bro, relax, bro. That's
Who's
crazy.
your daddy?
That's crazy. The only
Oh, fucking hilarious stream anyway. Anyway, guys, listen, this was your
class
Liverpool
one-
stream.
I forgot how good the classic one was because he's on a high after the penalty save and all that comes crashing back
It
down.
comes crashing down on his head. It was hilarious. Listen, big up to you, Selection. Big up to Singji. Big up to Auto Context, Sarcasm City for the super chats. Big up to you guys. This has been one hell of a stream. We are going to be back at 8 p.m. UK time, inshallah, for the A-listers. You get me? We're going to be talking about all the games from this Premier League weekend. So we've got you covered with entertainment today. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Go subscribe to Tom Little's channel. Go subscribe to the Ram
You've,
Stam.
you've actually got content, by the way, off my channel. There's actually
Which
a
time?
content plan. I streamed last night, as you saw. I released a video earlier today, going through all the Premier League games and giving my thoughts on it. Mainly just laughing at Tottenham because the bottle jobs, shock, and Everton. Can't forget to laugh at Everton. I've got a preview for the AC Milan game coming out tomorrow. Then I've got a review for the AC Milan game on Wednesday. Then I've got a Premier League preview show on the Friday.
Okay, okay. Tom's consistent now. Unlike
Can look at that.
our team.
Actual
Anyway, this
content.
stream is going to take you to the football terrace where Tom is also going to be making an appearance. So make sure, guys, slap the comment section with Husam Raid over there. Please do spam their chat with Don Husam Raid. I will be there in the comment section spamming that as well. Love you all, and I'm going to see you guys back at 8 p.m. Peace.